something happens, I'll leave it at that. We don't have anybody with colon cancer in the family. And, you take an older guy and you give him a blood lead, and why that's really threatens his life. And people do that from it. And I will tell you this, the more colonoscopies any person has done, the doctor, and the safety you want. So don't go with somebody who's newly into it.
Oh yeah, no, you need to have the expertise. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, you want an expert poking around in there.
Absolutely. Poking around. Alrighty, well that's the story there, and like I say, I think there's a 90% or 92% that the Cologuard picks it up, and a 90 or 92% that the colonoscopy picks it up. But the colonoscopy is certainly a lot more dangerous to do. When you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people, you're going to have a significant number at about, 1 in 200. You have a percent, you're going to have a lot of people getting sick from the colonoscopy. And then you have to figure out, well, how often are you going to get a colon cancer? And you have to look at the odds for that. It's about 1 in 500. 1 in 500 people per year, I think that's at the incidence level is down to now. So you're looking at very close in there, because the danger level is higher than that. Not everybody lives through those dangers. 1 in 200, you're looking at 1 in 500. So anyway, but that's the story.
Yep, very good, very good. Well, I don't want to bore with all these medical discussions, but it's educational, and none of us are getting out of this alive, and we're all getting older day by day. So I guess it's something to pay some attention to. Anyway, all right, I'll let you get some more chickens now. Nice to chat, and wish you a good evening here, and you're sounding big, strong signal as always up here into Indiana. By the way, we had quite a bit of rain this weekend. Tammy and I went to a little ham fest down in Kentucky, and we visited one of the national parks in the United States called Mammoth Cave, and it was quite fantastic. She had gone as a kid, and I had never been, so we did that on before the ham fest. The day before the ham fest, we went and visited that. Of course, she doesn't go to the ham fest; she stays at the hotel. She'll drop me off at the ham fest, and then come back later. When the ham fest is wrapping up, she'll come and pick me up, and then we had a nice rest of the weekend. So. Anyway, that was kind of fun. I don't know if anybody has ever seen Mammoth Cave, but it is a fantastic, huge underground cave system. It's impressive. It is incredible, in fact. NC4L, K9UR.
Is that also called a Carlsbad cave or something?
Well, Carlsbad is out in New Mexico. This is in Kentucky. This is central Kentucky.
When I went down to visit Basil in Barbados, he told me to go into the cave. Interestingly, the cave is above ground, but it's still just like, you can drive a car through there, they put you on like a trolley type thing or a tram, you're sitting in the back and you're going through it, you see the stalagmites and there's all these other things in there, and it was very, very, very interesting. So this is above ground.
Oh yeah, that's a topography there. I guess it's a volcanic. Maybe volcanic. I don't know what material is what material is the island made of? Is it coral? Is it volcanic or what material?
You just seen it on the audio was mentioned as one of the best on the air, and very good on everything. Very good on everything. All right, let's go ahead here and pick up one more station. Delta 1, India Whiskey Commander. I was calling you earlier. Who's that?
Kilo Quebec 4 is the cherish.
I even giving you a call letter. I said I was going to pick you up and I forgot.
You forgot.
Give you a call, folks.
Okay, Kilo Quebec 4 is calling you. How about it?
Okay, Rich. I didn't know who you were at the time, and I didn't write it down, so I forgot, and please forgive me. But go ahead.
Yeah, I guess this is colonoscopy month or something. I've got mine scheduled as soon as I get back to Tennessee in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Roger on that. And he was talking about Mammoth Cave. It's beautiful. It's just north of where we live. We're in East Tennessee. But We've been to Mammoth Cave. It's beautiful. We've got a whole lot of caverns right around us in Sevier County also.
That's good. I'd love to go see that. The only one I ever went to was the one in Barbados, and that was above ground. It didn't go down. It was higher than sea level.
Roger on sea level. Actually, that's better. If you ever get a real bad flood over there, those caverns have been known to get water in them.
Oh yeah, they can. I guess they can flood maybe at times. You know, on the opening when you go into it, there's a good rain or something overflows.
Roger. The tourist ones have special drainage.
Oh yeah, I would bet that would be the case. They don't want anybody to die.
Roger on that.
Alrighty, well you sounding great. You sounding strong, and you sounding very, very good.
I'd love to hear that. It's still the same 7300 with the same screwdriver antenna on it. I really like the Tar Heels, especially, you know, for a screwdriver antenna. I think they have one of the best.
I'm not into the car antennas. I'm not even much into, you know, regular antennas. Although I have a tower, and it did have a beam on it. I had a mostly TA33, and then I had an ATD34. And I love that. And then my tower fell. Put it back up, but it was just too much to handle with taking it down and putting it back up. So I just went and I figured, well, let me just get on 40 meters. And boy, I love it. I got on here and I love it.
Hey, Roger, I've got, you know, for the motorhome, this Tar Heel, like I said, it's the Pro 100. It's not too big. It's easy to put up. And it's getting out there, which is important.
Yeah, thank you for coming bringing that down.
Oh, no problem. All right, I'm going to give you back to the net, and it's really good to talk to you. And we'll just be hanging around until we say goodnight.
Yeah, you're 10 dB over S9, and very clear audio, and a great signal, and it's good to hear you again. I'm sorry. I was, you know, we're talking about stuff, and it just, you know, left me. But okay. Anyway, that's Delta 1 India Whiskey coming in.
Through County Highway 227. What was the name of the reporting party again?